Hello guys, welcome back to algebra class, and this time we are going to review about everything that you have learned, and this one is about review number 1. So in here I will not go over any questions that involves like heavy math. I will just go over some basic stuff here. And about question number 3 and 4, I will just go over how to do it briefly, but if you don't know how to do it, you should come see me and see how you can do these questions, okay? So let's do this one. So question number 1, it says, which one of this one represents parabola below? You will definitely see questions like this, and it's very simple. So first of all, let's look at this one. This one is a concave down because as you can see, this one is a frowning face. So if you look at answer choices, you can get rid of C and D very easily. So answer is going to be A and B. Now, what you can do is you can put every one of these two, like two of this one into the decimals, like here, and see which one actually matches like this graph. You can check x-intercept or vertex. But the easier way is you just look at the vertex here. What is our vertex in this case? It's a negative 2, comma 3. So the thing is, which one of this one is a negative 2, comma 3 as a vertex? So vertex is these two numbers. And you will probably think our answer is going to be B because it has negative 2, comma negative 3. But that's wrong. Because remember, if you want to find vertex, x for x value, you always flip the sign. So instead of positive 2, it's going to be negative 2, comma, positive 3. You don't flip the sign for the number outside of parentheses. So answer is going to be A. Because this one, B, the vertex is going to be positive 2, comma negative 3, which does not even make sense because you should get positive 3 here. So let's look at question number 2. Same thing. The arch below is 60 meters wide and height is 80 meters long. Which one of the following equation represents this arch above? So it's very simple again. Now, do you see this one is also concave down? So you can get rid of A and B. So answer is going to be either C or D. And according to this question, this arch is what? Look at this. It's going to be 80 meters long. And here to here is 60. But let's look at this vertex. From here to here, it's a 60. And vertex is right in the middle. So right middle of the 60, which is going to be 30. So our vertex is going to be 30, comma 80. So which one of these two has a 30, comma 80? Obviously, it's going to be D because you got to flip the sign here. Very easy. All right. So let's look at question number 3 and 4. I think I went over this one already, but what you can do is this. You got to do this one by hand, but there we have some shortcuts. Remember this. You can put this one into decimals. So first, 2x squared minus 3x. But we cannot put inequality symbol into the decimals, so we're not going to write it. But instead, we're going to flip this sign. So instead of negative 8x, I'm going to write plus 8x. Instead of positive 2, I'm going to write minus 2. So what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to put this one into decimals and see what x-intercepts I get out of this one. So let's write this one down. 12x squared minus 3x plus 8x minus 2. So here you go. We get this graph. And as you can see, we have this 2x intercept, 0.25 and negative 0.667. Negative 0.667. If you change it to fraction, that's going to be this ugly. So you remember how to change it to proper fraction. You delete 7 and you keep pressing 6 until you get nicer one, negative 2/3. So here, so let's draw the line. On the left, it's going to be negative 2/3. 0.25 is going to be positive 1/4. So these are the points that you're going to get. So negative, these can be canceled out because we should have negative 2/3 and 1/4. So what you have to do is now you got to find any number between these two. And usually the easiest number is going to be 0. So now I'm going to put this one into our original function. So 12. Instead of x, now I'm going to plug in 0. like this. And I will put this one into the calculator to see if it is a true or false. Into the calculator, not the decimals. And if you do this one you're gonna get true. And if it is true, that means the graph go toward each other. If it was false, then this one will go to the opposite direction, okay? So they go toward each other, so its graph will look like this. In that case, now you see only one shaded region, which means how do you finalize the answer? You put x in the middle and put less than equal to, or less than, whichever makes you happy. So that's gonna be your answer. And again, let's say you got false. Like you put this one into the calculator, you got false, then your answer choice will look like this, which means it's shaded outside. Do you see this one is a 2 shaded region? In that case, you put x twice. And you follow this arrow for the inequality symbol. So in that case, your answer would be D. But not in this case, since you got true. So question number 4 is going to be same thing. I'm not going to go over everything, but I will just tell you what to put as a, instead of positive 3, you're going to put minus 3 because you're not going to write this inequality symbol. So you put this one into decimals and you're going to get this 2 number. Like most likely you're going to get 0 and 8. The problem is 0, you're going to use 0, so you have to choose one number in the between. You cannot use 0 because the 0 is the one number here. So I recommend to put 4, okay, into the original function, and then you'll get the answer, all right? Now let's look at question number 5. This one, I'm not going to go over question number 6, but question number 4, it says you're going to change it to this form, and what's the value of k? So remember, that's a vertex form. And we want to change this standard into this vertex form, and you want to look for the last number. So it's very easy. So step number 1. Set up parentheses and factor out our a, which means number in front of x squared. So you're going to get x squared plus 2x minus 1. And after this, you have to use this middle number. And what you're going to do is you are going to divide this number by 2, always divide by 2, and then square it. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 1 squared is going to be 1. Because 1 times 1 is 1, not 2. So x squared plus 2x. So with this 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add and subtract like this. Very easy. Let me put this one right here. So here, as you can see, I did not change anything. I just did plus 1 minus 1. Nothing really happened. And I have to get rid of this negative 1 outside of parentheses. But when you take it out, you gotta multiply by number in front of the parentheses. So what you're gonna get is x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 1. So negative 1 times 4, you are gonna get negative 4. Now here, actually we're done, because as long as you can add this 2, that's gonna give you k. But since we are P-Tech, we are going to finish this question. So now let's try to factor this one. I'm going to put 1 on the top, 2 in the bottom. I got this number from here and here. What can give you this combination? 1 and 1. So you get 4 x plus 1, x plus 1. And here, negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5. And let's finalize the answer. F of x equals 4 times. Now we got 2 of this, so I got x plus 1 squared with negative 5. So question says, what is k, right? So k is going to be negative 5, which is a. So I believe you guys can do question number 6 by yourself. Question number 7, and we have question number 8. It's very easy. It says just pause the video and try this question by yourself. Your answer is going to be B and D. Okay. Question number 8. So question says, what's the domain and range of the equation below? Like this one, right? So first, Domain. If you use decimals, your domain is gonna be almost always a real number, so you can get rid of C and D. Okay, so let's look at this. You're gonna put this one into decimals. I mean, in fact, you don't really have to do it, but if you don't know proper, like if you don't have a strong foundation, it's better to put it always. So we got this graph here, beautiful. And so look at this, our graph is a concave down, and our vertex is 4, 2. So that's all I need. So we want to find range, bottom to top. So so I'm gonna write down less than, y less than, and we're gonna find what number to put in here. So always bottom first. What's the lowest point this graph can get? Do you see this one's keep going down? So it's gonna be negative infinity because it's not stopping. What's the highest point? It's keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, but it stops here. And it's going down. So this point is the highest point. Range is the y, so it's gonna be 2. And since it is on the line, you gotta put line underneath it. So this part is gonna be your range. And I don't have to flip it because y comes first already. So it's gonna be B. So that's about it, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I know Berkeley, you're gonna laugh, but I love you guys. Bye.